My cousin Leela had two kids born just 10 months apart. She adored her eldest, a daughter named Mia, but seemed to resent her son, Noah. Leela refused to hold Noah or allow others to comfort him. She ignored his cries, calling him spoiled, while she pampered Mia excessively. Mia shared Leela's bed, but Noah wasn't even allowed near it. Leela barely tolerated his presence in the same room. When Mia fussed, Leela rushed to soothe her, but Noah's cries were left unanswered. If family members tried to console him, Leela would intervene. I'll admit Noah was a sensitive child. He craved affection and loved being close to people, so I can see why someone might worry about spoiling him. But Leela's treatment felt cruel. She punished him for not being potty trained, even though he wasn't yet 10 months old. Leela disciplined Noah harshly for anything that didn't meet her expectations or match Mia's pace of development. This was all happening before he even turned 1. Our family tried to step in, pointing out her harshness, but she dismissed us, blaming us for spoiling him. I genuinely believe Noah was mistreated and neglected by his mother. Leela often commented on how easily he bruised, and I once noticed what looked like a black eye. She claimed it was from rough play, but Noah wasn't the type to play energetically. Over time, Noah grew withdrawn and timid, missing developmental milestones. He was slow to walk properly and struggled with potty training. He spoke very little, though he seemed intelligent in other ways. Noah was a gentle child with a radiant smile, but he appeared frightened of Leela, which isn't typical for a child's relationship with their parent. Mia, on the other hand, showed none of these behaviors and often seemed to dominate Leela, as many indulged kids do. Fast forward to when Noah was 3. Leela contacted the family, announcing his death without providing details, saying she didn't want to discuss it. My immediate thought was, Leela, how could you? Out of respect, I gave her space before reaching out, unsure of what had happened. When we finally spoke, Leela couldn't give a clear explanation for Noah's death. She mentioned SIDS to me but told another relative he drowned. That's odd, isn't it? I'm no expert, but I don't think SIDS applies to children that age. I feel like I let Noah down, but I have no concrete details about his death. I don't want to accuse Leela without evidence, especially since she's now living in another state, and we couldn't view Noah's body. She says he was cremated. Leela hasn't been arrested, which might mean she's not under suspicion. But the family, having reached the same conclusion independently, suspects foul play. We all agree she seemed to despise Noah, and the circumstances of his death feel questionable. Even now, Leela struggles to say anything kind about Noah, focusing only on his shortcomings. How could she act this way? Despite my suspicions, I lack proof and don't know what truly happened. While the family has been vocal in their criticism of her, I've held back from joining in. I don't want to pile on if this was truly an accident. I've tried to support Leela, as losing a child must be devastating, but it's hard to ignore the troubling details. We've always been close, and I don't want to ruin our relationship, but I can't shake this uneasy feeling. I'm seeking ways to verify if Noah's death was properly reported. Since it happened in another state and I'm not his guardian, I'm unsure how to access a death certificate. Any advice is appreciated. Thank you for reading. Edit. After reading feedback, I realize I failed Noah by not acting sooner. The comments have confirmed my guilt, and I'm now committed to seeking justice for him. I've submitted an open records request and will pursue it further. Thank you to those who responded respectfully. To those who were harsh, your point still hit home. I won't likely share updates as this is a delicate matter.